It's July 8th-ish. And I woke up this morning and really thought I was sick. But I'm not. I appear to be suffering from the midsummer hangover. Is anybody familiar with this? My glasses are so dirty. I've got this fleece on because, why? Oh, because my parents are gone. And I've got the air on 66. 66. Ooh, it feels so good. Let's see. That's better. Oh, look, I can see. Anyway, I had like all these nightmares, and they were dumb nightmares. Hey, Nicole, they were the kind where your Amos had no clothes on, and I was having to carry him like miles and miles. And I was so tired, and I started crying, and I ended up in the wrong places. What do you think all that means? Ugh, I think it's fear about something. Probably, well, who knows? You must be sick. No, I've got the air real low. No, I am not sick, but I am tired. Is there rough water? Let me look. No, there's not. It's real windy, though. But yesterday we had friends over. Anxiety. Oh, God, now I'm going to have anxiety thinking about anxiety. We had friends over to swim, which was fun. And then we had neighbors over. I wish I had a thyroid problem. I don't. Neighbors over for dinner. And, you know, I'm old. I'm 43. I have 4 children, one who is 4 and is terribly high maintenance. And I'm tired. Anyway, so I'm not sick. I watched Father of the Bride. I did laundry, which means I did one load, it finished, and I put it in the dryer and put in another load. And I haven't done anything else since then. My babysitter is back from Europe, which is good. So she's taking people to the movies. And now they've gone to pick up Amos. I know, worn out from company. I so want to have friends down here, but then I'm like, am I insane? I'm a sloth. I forget that summer is so exhausting. Anyway, clearly it's not like a real problem, but gosh, no, I don't have wine flu. I'm almost afraid to drink. Lord, I wouldn't make it. Oh, there's my sister-in-law, Carolyn. Anyway, tiring. So I watched, and the minors, those little boys have been exhausted. First time using the app to watch you, turn volume up, but no sound. Well, I don't know why. Maybe your volume's off, Holmes. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, but anyway, I'm supposed to go out tonight with some friends for supper. So I'm trying to perk up. I went to Subtropic, got a sub, and a very small Mountain Dew. It's like coffee. Took Russell to get I did it for 10 days. 10 days. Took Russell to get his passport picture. That was exciting. I had him wear a white shirt. I'm not supposed to wear a white shirt. So we were going to buy a shirt. Well, Walgreens has Big Rock t-shirts, Marlin tournament. They're $25 each. And he hated it. I was like thinking, can we just take the picture and the shirt and put it back? But the manager was there. So we bought a shirt. There were 3 for $10. One, it was black. It says Atlantic Beach on it. And he wore it backwards, so it's real tight right here at his neck. And he wore it backwards. I just said that. So he got his passport picture made. I mean, our passport pictures are terrible. Oh, God. Anyway, so we did that. Little Thomas has some sort of eye something. Took him to my cousin. She looked at it and said it's a sty. We thought it was cellulitis. Russell has some sort of staph infection on his nose. It's better. I don't have anything. Amos doesn't have anything. Blair has sassy attitude, and she's on the waiting list for Bible school and for Camp Trinity. I mean, it's like God is saying you're not going to ever get rid of her. She's going to be with you all summer. She hadn't done anything. Nothing. I'm back. Sorry, that was my son calling. Oh, there's Meredith. She should go visit cousin KK. Yes, she should. That would be a good idea. Seafair, she could go to Seafair, but they get booked up by like September. I have a real problem with camp. And I mean, I love camps, but why do you have to sign up so freaking early? I mean, who knows what they want to do in September? I just don't get it. They're not doing anything. A waiting list for BBS. I know. Way to be a Christian. Bible school costs money here. Well, I pay for money. That might help there not be a waiting list. It's a real good waiting list. A really good Bible school at both banks at the beach. One of the best parts about it is there are no mothers that do it. It's all like retirees. Of course, I have pointed this out to the people at St. Paul's of Edenton, but no one is very curious. Ooh, Camp Moorhead. Yes, we love that. My brother used to go to Camp Moorhead for 3 weeks and never put a toe in the water. He just played knuckleball the whole time. My husband worked at Camp Moorhead one summer. Anyway, so we went to the aquarium today and it wasn't crowded. Well, it is real sunny. I've been to the aquarium two times this summer. Seems like a lot for July something. Anyway, Russell's going to camp on Thursday. Thomas is doing surf camp tomorrow at Marsh's. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And, I've just ordered these things for the... This is basically just like an account of my rambling. I've just ordered these things made by Beddy's, Beddys. No, I don't get paid for any of this because I'm too lazy to even figure out how to do that. But they're these things you put on bunk beds and you just zip them up. Or you could put them on regular beds. So you don't have to make the beds. The kids just zip their beds up and you wash the whole thing. Isn't that exciting? I hate the bunk bed. So anyway, I've ordered those. And yes, the boys in Thailand, 8 are out, 4 are still in there, and their coach. And to my knowledge, none of the parents have gotten to see the boys yet. The agreement is they're going to all wait at the cave until they're all out. I guess they don't want, which I kind of think is nice. Isn't it nice? Instead of like, well, see you later, I'm out of here. And the parents can't get near the boys anyway because they have to, anyway, who knows? But anyway, I kind of like that idea. And I'm real impressed with everything they're doing. Hi, Sherry. So that's been nice and thankful because I tell you what, if you think that hadn't been some sort of miracle that they've made it out of there, you crazy. Cave diving is like the most dangerous, toughest scuba diving there is. And here you have a group of children that are doing it that don't know how to swim. Yeah. That's not just good luck. I'd like to point that out. Now, what else? Ooh, this is exciting. So Facebook, maybe it's a scam, but I don't think it is. I told the girl to call me. This girl from Facebook has sent me 2 emails and has asked if I want to be part of this program, which is good for me and not for y'all. So people can pay to subscribe to my Facebook page. Ooh, you'd still get stuff, but if you pay to subscribe, you would get extra things like, I don't even know yet. If people would pay, I might do it. Because I've been thinking, boy, if everybody paid me $1 a month and I have 60,000 followers and I give half to charity, maybe even 75% to charity, still make $15,000 a month. Probably a lot of people would stop following me. Anyway, isn't that exciting? How are you wearing a fleece? Because I have the thermostat on 66. I'm at my parents', so I don't have to pay the electric bill. So that's sort of fun. And what else? Oh, summer exhaustion. Yeah, I'm tired, but I'm trying to perk up. maybe by tomorrow. The last thing. Oh, well, in all truthfulness, if you're still here, I'll just tell you. I am probably a little bit anxious. I wrote this post last night, and then I took it down. Not that I deleted it, but I just decided, you're in Rocky Mount? No, I'm at the beach. My parents are in Rocky Mount. Meredith, I'd tell you. And I put it away or put it aside or something because I was like, I just wasn't feeling like writing it. But it was about Amos. And the other day, for the very first time, and I've noticed it now with actually all three of my older children, they're sort of, and it's something Meredith and I've talked about, annoyed with him. And it's made me so sad. And this girl last night was sending me a message, and she said, I saw that post, and then I saw you taking it down. I was like, yeah, it was, and she has a child with special needs. I was like, it was so hard for me. And she totally got it. It's like we were at the pediatrician's office talking to a friend, and I was like, yeah, Amos could actually go to spend the night camp, but we couldn't do that to him. He'd be 5, we'd miss him. And my oldest son was like, I'm with him all year, and wasn't kidding. And I was sort of embarrassed that he said it. And then, but I get it too. So it's the weirdest dilemma to be in, to want to protect Amos and to, but then to say to my other son, yeah, it's hard as hell. But then have this friend, a person that he's saying it to, and I was prideful. So I was embarrassed that he said it. Not that I want everything to look perfect. But clearly, I'm not totally open to being honest with other people. I guess that's how it felt. Anyway, I tried to respond to that. Yeah, and I'm going to put it back up at some point. Because I have a few education things coming up. But I put up what I feel like putting up. And it sort of has to go. When I put that up last night, I didn't like the picture with it. And I can't tell until it's up. And then I'm like, no, I'm not feeling it. So anyway, but that was one thing. I appreciate the post because your older son was comfortable sharing his thoughts. Well, that's a good thing. That is true. I hadn't thought of that way. That's good. Thank you for telling me that, Christy. Yeah, but it's different, Charlotte. It's like a relief, which idea that I don't feel the same way is crazy, because Amos has been at this camp, Newport Autism Center, and it has been awesome for us. I mean, the weekends or having Amos during the day all day is tiring. I mean, yesterday he was like, Mommy, get into ocean. Well, the ocean was going to kill him if he got in. Finally, I had to stand with him right on the shore and let him just get pummeled by waves. I mean, not really pummeled. I had his hand. And he had on his life jacket. And then he said, Mommy, swim in pool? I mean, he ain't letting you sit around and not doing anything. So it is tiring. So I get it when Thomas is like, yeah, I mean, it's exhausting. So it is sort of funny that I am sensitive to that, isn't it? Anyway. What else? What else is going on in real life? What else? Not too much. My husband went home last night, and he's good, I think. I hope he's not too lonely this week. He'll be back on Friday. He usually plays some tennis, but he's going to be missing his friend Clay. I hate that. Jolie misses me. You can come see me at Atlantic Beach. Jolie can bring me painkiller ingredients. What about the children getting out of the Cape? 8 out, 4 to go. Not going to happen till way later today. Ooh, Missy Fortenberry's on here. So this is exciting news. Missy painted a picture of Amos drinking a Sunkist. Have y'all seen that? and I hadn't seen it yet. And she's made note cards. And we're going to sell the note cards and donate the money to the Newport Autism Center. Isn't that exciting? Missy, I'm so excited. When are you going to send me a picture of them? Anyway, really great. Newport Autism Center, and it's, funded through Medicaid money mainly, but still they always, Jello shots. They always need, I could have a party and just serve Jello shots and charge a fee to come. Anyway, they always need money. On Wednesday, they're going to New Bern's Aquatic Center. Isn't that exciting? Mm-hmm. So anyway, the postcards. Yes, me too, Charlotte. And they're going to be on my website so people can buy them. Mm-hmm. There you go. Well, I'm going to go take a shower. I would go get in the pool, but it's about, 90 degrees. I'll be there for Jello shots. If you were a parent of one of the boys, what would be the lessons? Oh, God, I can't read your whole comment. I can't even think. I mean, I really can't. What's wrong with me? Why am I so tired? And I'm not sick. I'm just lazy and need to exercise. I know someone who does a shot luck party where everybody brings a different Jello shot. That's something. Get some rest. I have. I've been laid out in the bed all day. Good evening. What time is it? Oh, it is 4:30. I understand too. My son has autism among many other diagnoses. This special needs parenting stuff, it ain't no joke. I mean, I'm telling y'all, it is serious business. But it is so worthwhile. But oh my gosh, it's hard. This is why I don't run. Other people run marathons. I have Amos. Now, granted, I didn't run marathons before, but now, how could I? Did you fix your front door? No. My front door at home? No, now I have 2 doors that are broken with no locks. I'm supposed to call the locksmith. I have more crap like that I'm supposed to do. I did mail checks today, people. It's no joke. No, it is no joke. And even if you have terribly low expectations, Allie's taking swim lessons at the Aquatic Center. Is that a picture of your dad on the thermostat to keep you from the... Yes, it is. Did you not see that? I posted that last summer. So look at this. My parents put this picture of themselves right here. See it? To remind me who pays the bill. It's not me. No, Jeff, Amos will just be there on Wednesday. Your glitter cup from the door. No, I never did get the door. I cannot find it. But anyway, but yes, it's hard, but it is so fun and funny. I mean, it's kind of like walking around in public with no clothes on. Maybe? Really, 69? I thought it was 66. Did it say 69? Yeah, I have on a fleece. Butt-ass naked, walking around in public. If you take Amos somewhere, you never know what's going to happen. You really don't. That's why, I don't, worry about how I look half the time, because I'm like, oh, hell, it doesn't matter. Do you know my cousin Kathy Hoggard? Well, yes, I do. She's Amos's occupational therapist and one of our very, very favorite people, for the record. And her name's spelled with a K, I think. So anyway, it's a good experience. But yes, I'm tired. But I'm going to perk up here shortly. I might have to write a funny post. Hello Fresh 5 minutes ago. No, I have no idea what that is. That could be like a new jigsaw puzzle. I live in Eaton. We have a food line. There's no delivery. You can text out and tell him that we want sausage balls back. But that's about it. He's the manager. Go do a cannonball. That'll perk you up. I think I will, and I'll send you a video of it. Okay? Vicki, you know better than I do. Packaged meals. I prefer to go out. I just sent the babysitter and the children out. And my son Thomas called me when the video stopped, and he was like, Mom, I just had lunch at 2. Caroline, I'm so excited to see y'all. And I was like, at 2? Well, y'all are going to eat dinner. He was like, it's 5. Said, I know you're going to eat an early dinner. I want them to not get home until I leave. Because if you see Amos, if I get here in the middle of it, I'll get him all on a squirther. It's not a real word, but anyway. I'm just laughing at myself. Anyway, I'm going to take a shower and go to Island Grill tonight for supper. It's buy one, get one on Mondays. And then go to the Barnacle, which is a bar way, way out at the end of a very long pier. I'll expect a text with said video. Oh, I'm going to post it on your page. And tomorrow I have no plans. And on Wednesday, I'm going to a doctor's appointment with my mother at Duke. So, send good thoughts for her. And Thursday, take Russell to camp. Swerther. I know, is that a word? Anyway, love to see y'all. Thank you for supporting educators. Ooh, let's end with that. So I got some posts for some people. I have one, this guy Stu is a teacher, and he writes a blog called Caffeinated Rage. It's really good, for the record. Like, really, he real smart. I love you. And then, and he writes really long posts. So I'm doing one thing of his. And then, of like the 10 things that are happening in education. I hope y'all read that post I put up last week about the innovative school district. I mean, get yourself on top of things. Stu Egan, yes. And the other thing I've written, right, but I hadn't shared it yet, is about the 29 people that were laid off at Mark Johnson's office that he chose to lay off. Those people were the people to go out in low-income school districts and help really basically combat poverty, let's just be honest. I hadn't shared that post yet, the new one. But Stu put up a post this morning, and he was like, okay, you're supposed to make, to Mark Johnson, supposed to do $5 million in budget cuts, but you paid Ernst & Young $1 million to tell you where you had waste. Could have paid Adrian like, I don't know, $25,000. And Ernst & Young told them where they had waste, and they said, yes, there could be some cuts in that area, but not to the degree he did. So not only do they pay Ernst & Young $1 million, then Mark Johnson just does whatever the fuck he wants. Doesn't even follow the advice. I mean, I'll be damned. And then he wasted another $700,000 to pay for people on his team, which is offensive to all the other people at DPI who aren't included on his team. And then he's not even in the superintendent's office because of privacy. What the hell? Oh, somebody's set me off now. He's got that innovative school superintendent in the superintendent's office. I don't care if you're a Republican, a Democrat, conservative, liberal, whatever. You need to stand up. I mean, my parents are wonderful examples, not to throw them under the bus. But there are so many Republicans out there, and I am one, that don't have a clue what's going on. And I hope I reach them, because the problem with all the liberals is y'all scare them away. So then they won't listen to you. So this doesn't have to do with your political affiliation. We are paying, what's his name? Eric, I think, $150,000 to be a superintendent of a school district with one school. And then we've contracted with a group to manage that one school. We're paying them $100,000 next year to manage it. So he gets paid $150,000 to manage the group that's going to manage the one school. And there are 250 children there. At one school, 250 children. My children's elementary school has, I don't know, 600 or something. Yeah, one school. Did you hear that? Like, that needs to be like, we need to get a sticker to put on our cars. So that's sort of a waste. And the charter school company that's been chosen to come in and manage the school, you know how many schools they've managed before successfully? None. Not even none successfully. none unsuccessfully. They've never managed a school before, but they got chosen. And do you know why? They got chosen because our lieutenant governor, yes, sirree Bobby, he got a donation of $50,000 to his campaign from, guess who? John Bryan. And John Bryan owns the company that's going in to manage the poor school. Are you hearing all this? I hope so. I mean, I really, really hope so. Somebody sent me a message and said, you need an alarm system and you need to get a concealed weapon carry permit because somebody's going to get you. I hope they do get me. I mean, I'll be damned. Lieutenant Governor. And you know damn well Mark Johnson's going to try to be Lieutenant Governor next. You mark my words. And if he runs for Lieutenant Governor, I promise you I'm going to run for Lieutenant Governor. I don't know how I'm going to tell my husband, but I'm going to do it. Because I'll be damned if I would lose. And I'm not going to campaign either. I sat with this Republican lady when I spoke in Moxville, and she was like our first female senator. Now I can't remember her name, which is tacky as hell, but I can't. And she said, the way you get elected is name recognition. I gotta come over here and find something to drink. So, anyway, I have name recognition. There's some red wine in here. This is the refrigerator, see? Did you know they made half and half this big? It's very large. I don't think I need to drink that. Oh, some bologna. Oh, Gatorade. Now I'll get water. And, anyway, now I can't remember what I was talking about. Oh, those dodo birds at the thing. So, it is a big old cluster. This is the slowest ice maker on the planet. The biggest cluster and, like, fake people working that you've ever seen. I mean, it'll make people want to run for something. Because you could be like, I would have to do better than them, right? I mean, how could you do bad? Even if I accomplished nothing, which Mark Johnson hadn't accomplished anything, people would like me because I would use good sense. Anyway. It's so annoying. I would not, like, send out surveys and have pictures of me with children reading books. Ugh, so 80s. Anyway. So I have a post about, oh, there's my friend Bess. I have a post about that coming out, those 29 positions. And the best part about that department, I might need a campaign manager, is that NC State and the Friday Center did a huge research study on the efficacy of that department for kids with low-income children. And they were like, yes, this has been so successful. Hi, Bess. And we need to keep it up. So our tax dollars also pay for research, which is great to prove what we're doing is helping. And then we pay Ernst & Young to evaluate what's working. And Ernst & Young says, yeah, this is working. We could tweak it a little bit. And then Mark Johnson, voila, he's like pulling a rabbit out of his ass, says, no, we need to get rid of all those positions. But I tell you where we're not going to make cuts. We're not going to make cuts in charter schools. I wonder why. Ask yourself why. And this isn't against charter schools. You might see my child at a charter school someday. But this is like, he is the head of public schools. The purpose is to make the public schools better. So I'm not totally against charter schools. I'm truthfully not. I've heard too many parents love them and think they're great. So I'm not totally against them, and I'm not going to be. But if I were superintendent, I would be trying to figure out what was so good about them that people liked, and I would copy it instead of taking money away from the regular public schools and throwing it at charter schools. I would also make charter schools have to follow the rules that public schools do to some degree, like lunch and transportation. Those are big things for me. They've been bought and paid for. That Rob Bryan, does anybody know him? Rob Bryan lives in Charlotte. And he used to be a legislator. And all these people are on the board of governors in North Carolina. 3 of the people on the board of governors have gotten money from this John Bryant charter school guy from Oregon. I didn't know the board of governors was like totally, bleh. Wonder how you get on that. Hope you don't need a referral from the superintendent. We just heard part of your platform. Uh-oh. What is it? See, that's the problem. Then I'll probably say something different tomorrow. I'm contradictory. So anyway, Caroline, now you've thrown me off. Oh, Rob Bryan is from Charlotte. So Rob Bryan is the one that introduced this bill that said, hey, we're going to take the lowest schools that do the worst, and we're going to let charter school groups take them over. He sponsored that bill. Now, the person that takes credit for the bill is that John Bryan in Oregon. So he gave money to Rob Bryan to sponsor the bill, and it went through, which I guess is legal, but it's like a bunch of snakes slithering around in the Garden of Eden. Anyway. Now we have this school, and nobody wants to be part of the innovative school district. I'd just like to point that out. They do have to take special needs students. The trouble is, the charter schools I've talked to have said very clearly, we can't do quite as much. I mean, they're not supposed to say that, but truthfully, go ahead and be honest to me. The NC General Assembly appoints some board of governors. Do you think they'll let me get in there? I bet they won't. I'm not running for anything. My husband would divorce me, and I need him because I can't take care of these children all by myself. Why are the rules and services different? I think some of the rules and services are different in a good way. Like, they don't have to follow the same curriculum guidelines. I think some of it is said that they have flexibility. I'm not against that. I do think you should provide transportation, because when you don't offer free lunch or transportation, you are excluding people. It's like saying, hey, I have this school, and it's on the moon. Anybody can come. You just got to get there. Well, hello, who's going to come? The people that can afford to come. So anyway, that's that. Y'all made me want to put up a education post. I was hoping to get all those boys out of that cave first. Sort of worrying me. I'll see. Carry on. I've been talking too long. I'm only supposed to talk 10 minutes, they say. How long have I been talking? Goodbye. Is that true 100% of? Only 50% of teachers have to be certified. And again, that doesn't even bother me that much personally. I mean, I have a BK teaching certificate, but I think I could teach English, history, English in high school. So that rule,